Hey guys, welcome to Sportscards Chronicles. In this video, I'm going to cover sports cards, including some parallels and variations, which I see are the cards to hold for the next 10 years as a long-term investment strategy. The cards will be mostly of GOATs or superstars, but will also include some speculative sports cards of players that are young, but projected to be superstars into the near future. Players that are ending their career soon, within a year or two, such as Tom Brady or Drew Breese, won't be included in this list since their rookie card prices have already accounted mostly for their career highlights and or Hall of Fame potential. I will list the well-known, or you can say base cards, and will also include variations that can be purchased for exclusivity and high-risk reward type of investment. This list does not preclude those who are simply collectors and enjoy collecting their favorite players for their PC, but the video will be geared toward investing in these sports cards for a future return on investment. One more thing before I move on to the list. I'll be doing a small giveaway for when I reach 100 subscribers, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. The prize will include one 2019 Topps Update Baseball Blaster Box, Target exclusive, which includes 99 cards and one commemorative patch card for one lucky winner. I will try to have the contest by the next reveal of the Rookie Card Explosion Box Volume 13, which should be coming out within 10 days or so. So stay tuned for that. The first sports cards to collect are LeBron James cards. Arguably already one of the greatest players to lace them up, LeBron James, or the chosen one, is beginning his tail end of his career. Not only is he in search of a few more championships, but he's also targeting the all-time scoring title. He wants to leave no stone unturned and wants to be considered the GOAT of basketball. Within the next 10 years, LeBron James will be heading toward retirement, and most likely toward the end of this decade will be enshrined into the Hall of Fame. His cards will only appreciate even more during this decade, leading up to and even after his Hall of Fame induction. LeBron James cards are still considered very underappreciated even now. His flagship card is his rookie card, 2003-2004 Topps Chrome number 111. PSA 10s sell for about $2,500, and PSA 9s sell for about north of $700. Parallels include the 2003-2004 Topps Chrome Refractor card, number 111. BGS 9.5s sell for about $6,500, and other parallels include the Black Refractor and the X-Fractor of the same card. High-end cards for LeBron James include the 2003-2004 Upper Deck Ultimate Collection Auto card, for which PSA 10 sell for about $63,000. 2003-2004 Upper Deck Exquisite Nameplates RPA, which have sold for about $75,000 or so. 2003-2004 XPX Gold Jersey Auto RPA, which has sold for a PSA 10 for about $13,000, and 2003-2004 SP Authentic Signatures, PSA 10s have sold for about $16,000. Cheaper options include the 2003-2004 Bowman Chrome number 123. It's the standing LeBron James, and the BGS 9.5 has recently sold for $650, and the Refractor BGS 9.5 has sold for $4,500. The 2003-2004 Topps card number 221 with LeBron James holding his jersey, PSA 10s has sold for about $600. And another cheaper option is the 2003-2004 Upper Deck Star Rookie card number 301. And you can get a raw card for about $200. Also included in the LeBron James cards to acquire are staple non-rookie cards. These include, first, the 2012-2013 Panini Prism, card number 1, and the first year of Prism cards made by Panini. The 2018-2019 Donruss Optic Holo. It's the first LeBron in a Lakers uniform, as well as parallels of this card, which include disco fast breaks, orange, reds, etc. And you can get these cards raw for about $100 or so, depending on the card. Also, a good non-rookie card to get is the 2016-2017 Optic Silver Holo, which is considered the card with Kobe in the card. And this card you can get raw for about $100 or a little bit over $100. And finally, any Panini Prism Silvers of the above years that I've mentioned. All right, the second sports cards to collect for the next decade will be anything Mike Trout, basically. So when it's all said and done, Mike Trout could be considered the greatest who has ever stepped onto the diamond. Time will only tell, but Trout's career is on pace to at least match, if not surpass, the greatest players ever. Heading into the next 10 years, we'll see the next progression toward retirement of one of the best players of the decade up to now. Mike Trout should only see massive appreciation into what would be his retirement toward the end of this decade. When we think of Trout in terms of sports cards, we have to go with the 2011 Topps Update. The flagship card, which I just mentioned, is the 2011 Topps Update number US 175. PSA 10s are currently going for about $1,200 and PSA 9s are already going for $580. Parallels of this flagship card include the Diamond Anniversary card, which PSA 9 recently sold for $2,600, and the Cognac PSA 9, which has recently sold for $1,600. Higher-end alternatives include his rookie 2009 Bowman First Chrome Prospect Auto, which is considered his holy grail auto. Card number BDPP89, BGS 9.5 has recently sold for $9,000. The gold refractor of this card, BGS 9.5, has recently sold for $90,000. The X-Fractor BGS 9.5 has recently sold for $21,000. And a refractor of this card, BGS 9.5, has recently sold for $15,000. Another high-end alternative is a limited production 2011 Bowman Sterling, card number 22. PSA 10s of this card are only going for $1,100 and should appreciate more given with time. The refractor version of this card in a PSA 10 has recently sold for $3,000. Cheaper options, still affordable, include the 2012 Topps Heritage number 207, for which PSA 10s are recently sold for $275. 2011 Bowman Chrome, card number 175, PSA 10s have sold for $820. And you can also get refractors and parallels for that card. 2011 Bowman Chrome Draft number 101, PSA 10s have recently sold for $600. And there's also refractors and parallels available for that card. And the 2011 Topps Finest, card number 94, PSA 10s have recently sold for $600, and there's also refractor parallels available for that card. The third sports card to collect for the next decade is Ronald Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna Jr. is already a superstar in the new wave of next generation players. A player who can do it all with his glove and at the plate. He can hit for power, steal bases, and eventually will learn to hit for average as well. He can only get better, and his stock will rise as well in the coming years. When we think of Acuna, one of the biggest prominent cards has to be the already iconic SP Bat Down card. This card may end up being the iconic card to own, similar to the 2011 Topps Update Trout of the 2020s. Flagship card is the 2018 Topps Series 2 Bat Down number 698. PSA 10s are already selling for north of $700, and PSA 9s are selling well north of $300. The baller options, or the high-end options, include the 2017 Bowman Chrome Prospects Auto, card number RA. PSA 10s sell already for about $2,000, and PSA 9s are $700. Parallels of the same card include the gold, which BGS 9.5 recently sold for $5,500. The purple BGS 9.5 recently sold for $2,500, and the refractor BGS 9.5 recently sold for $2,800. 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire. So the Sapphires are basically the late 2010s and 2020s version of the Tiffany back in the 90s and 80s. So Tiffany was a limited production, a higher quality, higher stock version of Topps cards that were made. The Chrome Sapphire is kind of a similar version to the Tiffany cards. For Ronald Acuna, the card to get there is obviously the 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire number 698. Sapphire is already a limited production card. Your chances of getting this card are basically same chances of getting any other card within the set. A raw version of the Topps Chrome Sapphire for Ronald Acuna recently sold for $2,500. Graded versions can go well into possibly into the low five-digit realm. Another card to get is the 2018 Topps Heritage Real One Red Ink Auto, card number ROARAHN, which is the high number series of the Topps Heritage. A BGS 9.5 recently sold for $3,000. Cheaper options for Ronald Acuna cards include the 2018 Topps Update, number US 250. You can get a PSA 10 for about $70 to $80. Another good cheaper option to get is the 2018 Topps Heritage Purple Chrome, card number 580. You can get a PSA 10 for about $90, as well as the base version of that card. PSA 10s you can get for about $30. The next sports cards to collect for this decade is Patrick Mahomes. Slated to be the next in line to hold the mantle of great quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes didn't disappoint in his sophomore year, winning the MVP while throwing for 50 touchdowns in a single season. His 2019 season was a bit more lackluster due to an injury he suffered early in the season. But Mahomes still has many opportunities to rack up more MVP awards and potentially Super Bowl championships. This decade of 2020 and for the foreseeable next 10 years should see Mahomes light it up and establish himself as possibly one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Prices are already baked in based on his stats so far and his future potential, but I believe that this is just the beginning of what could possibly be record-breaking booms in prices for his rookie cards. His flagship card includes the 2018-2019 Panini Prism Silver. PSA 10s about a few months ago were selling for $700, but now are selling for north of $1,200. While PSA 9s can be had for about $400. There's also parallels, which include a gold auto BGS 9.5, which recently sold for $10,000. Another flagship card is the 2018-2019 Donruss Optic Holo, card number 177. PSA 10s recently sold for $400, but lately have sold for north of $600. You can also get parallels of that same card. Baller options include the 2017 National Treasure Stars and Stripes RPA, a BGS 9.5 recently sold for $40,700. Another baller option is the 2017 Panini Contenders Optic Rookie Card. BGS 9.5s have recently sold for $3,000, but lately selling for close to $4,000. And the 2018 National Treasures Triple Patch RPA at a 99, a BGS 9.5 recently sold for $1,800. Cheaper options include the 2018-2019 Panini Rookie and Stars, card number 201. A PSA 10 can be had for about $70 to $80. And the 2018-2019 Donruss Optic Base card number 177. PSA 10s can be had for about $170. The next card to collect into this decade is Juan Soto. Juan Soto is another superstar in the new wave of next generation players. Already with the World Series championship under his belt, his plate discipline and raw skill at such a young age, still 21, provide us only with a small glimpse of what is yet to come. Left-handed power hitter that can rack up hits and drive in runs, I think it's safe to say that MVPs and possible more championships may be in the horizon. Juan Soto doesn't really have a flagship rookie card, but if we were to choose one, I'd say it would be the 2018 Topps Chrome Update card. Card number HMT55. PSA 10s can be bought for about $65. Baller options include the 2018 Topps Update HMT 55 Parallels, which include the refractors, where you can get a base PSA 10 for about $700, or an orange auto out of 25 PSA 10 will run you about $2,300. Another baller option is the 2018 Topps Update card number US 300 Gold Parallel. A BGS 9.5 can be had for about $400, and the black version of that card, a BGS 9.5, can be had for $6,500. And finally, the big baller option is the 2016 Bowman Chrome Prospects Auto card number CPAJS. Base BGS 9.5 will run you about $1,000, and the parallels, including the gold, will run you about $5,000 for a BGS 9.5, purple BGS 9.5 about $1,500, blue BGS 9.5 about $3,500, and the refractor BGS 9.5 about $1,500. 2018 Topps Heritage Black Refractor card number THC 502 BGS 9.5 recently sold for $2,500. Cheaper options include the 2018 Topps Chrome Update HMT 55, the 2018 Topps Heritage Base and Purple Chrome THC 502. PSA 10s can be had for about $80, and the Topps Update 2018 card number US 300. A raw card will cost you about $40. Card number 6 is Giannis Antetokounmpo, A dominant force in the NBA, this reigning MVP, nicknamed the Greek Freak, is once again tearing up the NBA and one of the front runners for MVP considerations early on. Now that Giannis has developed an outside three-point shot, he can now draw defenders out and drive into the lane for his thunderous dunks. Most are now witnessing how dominant Giannis can be and how high a ceiling he may have as possibly one of the best big men to ever play the game. Giannis cards have been on the rise, and him winning another MVP will only take his rookie cards to the next level in terms of value. His flagship card is the 2013-2014 Panini Prism number 290. PSA 10s can be bought for about $700. High-end cards include the 2013-2014 Panini Prism Silver, which for a BGS 9 you can buy for $2,600 and $1,500 raw. Parallels of this card include the Blue Prism Auto PSA 9, which has recently sold for $8,500, and the Gold Prism BGS 9.5, which are recently sold for $34,000. 2013-2014 Prism Select Silver number 178 BGS 9.5 recently sold for $1,400, and 2013-2014 Immaculate Logo Man RPA PSA 10 recently sold for $30,000. Cheaper options for Giannis include the 2013-2014 rookie card Panini Prism Base, which you can get a raw for $24, and the 2013-2014 Panini Hoops card number 275 raw card you can get for $50. Finally, the last sports card to get for the decade is Luka Doncic. Only his second year in the league, and Luka Doncic is already dominating like a veteran superstar. And the kid is only 20 years old. He just recently broke Michael Jordan's record of consecutive games with at least 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Well on his way to an MVP type season and nearly averaging a triple-double for the season, some are already comparing him to the greats, including LeBron James. It's simply scary to project what Luka can do over the course of an entire decade and where his rookie card prices will be at the end of this current decade. Luka Mania is in full effect, and things are just getting started. His flagship card is a 2018-2019 Panini Prism number 280. PSA 10s can be purchased for $300, and the raw card can be purchased north of $100. High-end cards include the 2018-2019 Panini Prism Silver card, which a PSA 10 is already running at $1,400. And parallels of this card include the Blue Shimmer, the Red Shimmer, the Tiger Stripe, and the Mojos, for which BGS 9.5s are in the 5 digits already. 2018-2019 Donruss Optic Hollow is another staple card of his, higher end card, for which a PSA 10 is already valued at $2,700, and parallels of the Donruss Optic Hollow include the Red, for which a PSA 10 recently sold for $3,000. Another high-end card is the 2018-2019 Rookie Prism Select Silver card number 25. PSA 10 recently sold for $1,200, and the 2018-2019 Panini Contenders Optic Rookie Ticket Auto, for which a BGS 9.5 recently sold for $2,300, and the raw card recently sold for $1,600. Parallels of this card sell for even higher, including the red and blue BGS 9.5, which recently sold for $3,000. Cheaper options for Luka include the 2018-2019 Panini Prism Base, for which a raw card you can get for $100, and the 2018-2019 Donruss Optic Base card, number 177, for which a raw card you can get for $30. These are, in my opinion, key cards to target and hold into and through the 2020 decade for players that would most likely either be considered GOATs within their respective sport by the end of this decade, or well on their way into consideration of one of the greatest or even the greatest ever. The information, facts, and any projections or estimates are solely my opinion. They are not to be used to speculate and make purchases for. Please do your own due diligence prior to considering investing in any speculative medium, whatever that may be. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to look out for the next Rookie Explosion box reveal video, where I'll be announcing the 100 sub contest. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and peace out.